Hey y'all, it's Liz. I know I look like shit. I think I got a little headache. Right here. Anyways, the weather is terrible here in Panama City. It's raining and it's icky. Luckily, I already went and ate lunch. So I'm going to stay at home and have some chicken tonight. And just a little bit. But anyway, so let me go over this right quick. I had a subby who wrote me. And so yeah, she's in need of advice. So, I love these little ball things. I like them on my lips. Well, this isn't what this video is about. No. Anyways, so let me go ahead and read this to you. And I'm going to go over it real quick. And then I'm going to really need you guys to leave comments and advice. I just want to say that my advice isn't always the best advice. But I try. I try to give you some knowledge. I know it's like, I've been through a lot. You guys don't even, if you only knew half the shit that I have been through in my lifetime. But I know there's other people who've experienced more than me, but I'm going to tell you, I'm going to give you the best advice that I know. Might not be always the best, but it's, you ask me and I'm just going to tell you how I feel about the situation. Okay? All right. It says, I'm a 21-year-old female, and you guys still know I read like I'm in 3rd grade. I don't know what the hell's up with that shit. I'm a 21-year-old female, still living at home with my parents for now. I've worked since I was 14 years old, and I have paid for all of my own things besides food. My brother, who is 23, almost 24, who still lives at home as well. Well, about 2 years ago, his 17-year-old girlfriend moved in. She's lazy, dirty, and a huge mooch. Always asking my brother to buy her stuff, or even my parents. Well, since she didn't have a job, she's gotten one after living there for 2 years. She just got a job, apparently. She started stealing my personal belongings. I noticed my shaving cream and razors being used that I leave in the bathroom. My makeup mysteriously ended up in my brother's room on their dresser. Yes, I go check because I know she's a thief now. My girly stuff, you know, you name it. She uses it or takes it. I've confronted her before, but she denies everything. She denies it every time. It makes me honestly just want to murk that bitch. Murk the bitch. I told my mom about it, and she won't say anything to her. She just nods when I tell her. She had the nerve to tell me to take my razors, shaving cream, and all my bath products to my room. But I feel like I shouldn't have to do that in my own house. I always forget the stuff in the room, and when I'm already undressed and in the shower, then she realizes that, you know, it's in the room. Recently, this is kind of embarrassing, but I'm blown away by it. My lube disappeared while she was the only one home. It was in my nightstand the night before. Who the hell takes used lube? That's foul. Please help me and give me advice before I end up in jail for laying her ass out. You ain't in jail yet. Shit. I know my little ass would have been, yeah, for real. Okay, I'm going to say this. That's trifling. That is fucking trifling. I got to start out by saying, I'm sure that your parents are wonderful people. And please do not take this the wrong way. But what the fuck? I have, in the last probably 8 years, heard a lot of people going, well, you know, my brother's girlfriend done moved in. They ain't married, but they living together. What kind of bullshit? What is up with parents? Maybe I'm the only one that's old fashioned. You ain't bringing your motherfucking ass up in here to stay in here, you know. I can't even imagine Sean or Nikki, either one of my children, saying, hey, Mom, can my boyfriend move in or my girlfriend move in? You might as well go out and just have someone punch you in the throat and break your larynx before you ask me some bullshit like that. I think it's ridiculous. I think it's really ridiculous how parents are now letting their children's boyfriend and girlfriend live with them. You know, what happened to way back when? And I know a lot of you that are my age, you know, hell, it was hard for me to form my lips to ask my parents to stay the night with somebody. You would have thought that I knocked over a goddamn bank or some bullshit asking them some stuff like that. You know, back in the day, there was none of that staying the night and shit. You seen your friends all the way up until the goddamn streetlights came on. Then you bring your ass home and you see them the next day at school. And then for this trifling bitch to be in your house, in your parents' house, and using your shit. See, she the kind of trifling bitch that I'd be wanting to whip her motherfucking ass. Yeah, when I walked into the room and I saw my makeup there, unless my goddamn brother's using makeup, we would have issues. And I would ask her, why is my shit in here? Oh, I don't know. Yeah, bitch, you know. You know. See, I'd have just went off and punched that bitch in her goddamn throat. I would have. One, for me, I literally despise anybody using my shit. Period. I get mad at Nikki when she comes over here and uses my makeup. I have never been the type to share. I don't like sharing. Okay? Don't use my makeup. Don't put on my earrings. Don't use my lipstick. Don't even act like you want to pick up one of my brushes. I don't like that kind of stuff. But lube and goddamn razors, you might as well take your goddamn toothbrush and dip it in a pile of dog shit. You know, I don't understand it. Why would anybody want to use your goddamn razor? That is nasty. Do you know what parts of my body I shave? Don't fucking use my razor. Because I don't know what part you shave using my razor. And I go back and, you know, that's just like using someone's bath towel. You know, their washcloth. Yeah. And then, you know, I go behind you because it's my washcloth, and I go to wash my face and all I smell is goddamn crunch and ass. Yeah, we gonna have big problems. Because I'm gonna take that goddamn bath towel, that washcloth, and I'm gonna shove it up your ass. And you could be shitting towels for days. When you told your mother should have womaned up, God damn it, let me just lay it on the line to you because ain't no sense in pulling your motherfucking chain, right? Your mom needed to woman up, and tell her, you need to stay out of my daughter's room. You need to stop using her stuff, or you will have to leave. Mom or dad. Better be glad it wasn't none of mine. My mama don't play, you know. If something's wrong, she's going to come up and she's going to woman up and she's going to say, hey, you don't need to be doing this to my daughter. She will do it. And I'm like that with my children. You see, you can't come in here and try to run all over my children with me here. Because I send your ass out. You got to go. But you are not the first. I've had other subbies that said the same thing about, you know, the brother's girlfriend then moved in and the parents are siding. They don't want to get involved and everything. My suggestion to you, because you are living under your parents' roof and you buy your personal stuff. Here, let me show you. Don't go nowhere. Hold on. I want to show you something. You probably can't see it. I'm going to do a close-up. Oh. You see that right there? Do you see that right there? Yeah. Y'all motherfuckers know what's up, don't you? Yeah, see, when Nick was living here, because I would tell her over and over again, hey, don't use my stuff. Hey, don't use mommy's eyeliner. Hey, don't, anything that I put on my lips, on my eyes, in my hair, in my ears, around my neck, on my finger, do not touch. Perfumes, do not touch. I keep all my perfumes in here. I'd be gone. I'd come home, and I left the house today with knowing, Estee Lauder knowing on. But I walk in the house and I smell Perry Ellis, and I'm like, what the fuck? Hold up, what's going on? Has the perfume monster been in here or what? Then I come and I look on my makeup table, and I see brushes like this and stuff that I don't use. You know what I'm saying? Eyeshadow palettes out. And I'm like, what? See, and I say, I've asked you not to come in here. And this is when she was living here. So I fixed her. I locked up the room and put a coat on. You know, I got that little the little fucking lock, deadbolt lock or whatever. I put it up. Yeah. And if I would have known that she was going to be moving out like 2 days later, I wouldn't have done it. But, so that's how I had to take care of that situation. Have to lock your stuff up sometimes. And it's all good. Lock it up. And the only way the bitch is going to be able to get in there to use anything is if she breaks the lock. And I would let her know up front. If the motherfucking lock comes off, you better pack your shit and be gone before I get back. How disrespectful can this trifling bitch be to do this kind of shit, to use your razor? She might as well just use your goddamn toothbrush. She's a nasty ass whore. You know? Okay, maybe that's a little harsh. Maybe she's not a hoe. Sorry. She a nasty bitch? She's just a nasty ass woman. You can let her see the goddamn video too and tell I said it. She a nasty ass woman. Any woman who would go and use somebody else's goddamn lubrication or use their goddamn, some other woman's razor blade, that's a nasty trifling bitch. And they really do need to be put in their place. And I don't even know, you know, what kind of man wants a woman who uses someone else's bullshit like that? Not that it matters to your brother, I'm sure, as long as he's getting that kitty cat. But I just don't understand these parents nowadays who think it's okay to allow your children's girlfriend or boyfriend to come move in with you. I want you guys to stop and just think for just a second. And this is for anybody who was raised in the 70s or 80s. Not the 90s, but 70s and 80s. You think back. Do you remember ever letting it cross your motherfucking mind to ask your parents, can Billy Bob move in with me? Or can Jane move in with me and we sleep together in the same bed? We're not married. If you were, you know, raised in the 60s, 70s, or 80s, answer me that, please. Some of you are going to write in and go, yeah, I did that and my parents said it was fine. What kind of parents do you have? You know, my parents were very strict. Steve's parents, very, very strict. This shit did not go on. You know, yeah, if my brother said, hey, you know, my friend John wants to move in for a couple of weeks, you know, until okay, that's cool. But not my girlfriend, Jane. That ain't gonna happen. I don't understand why nowadays you see a lot of kids when she was 17, goddamn motherfucker, she didn't stay at her own damn house with her own goddamn mammy and pappy. Huh? You know, you got a motherfucking mess on your hands, but I'm going to tell you something. Lock your shit up. Go out and buy that. That cost altogether about $5 at Walmart. I suggest that you go and buy this padlock and the little thing that goes like that, you know, and then you lock it. Put it on your door. Put your shit up. You know, I know it's a hassle, but you know, you don't want to use the same, you don't want to take a chance on her using your razor and you not knowing, and you going and shaving your private parts and stuff like that, and this bitch might have some kind of, you know, disease or bumps or, you know, zits, sores, you don't know. But you need to protect yourself. And if you're spending your hard-earned money on your stuff, I would lock it up until I can get my own place. She a trifling bitch, honey. You got to put these motherfucking bitches in their place sometimes. And that's all there is to it. All there is to it. I'm going to tell you, I lived with a girl one time, well, a couple of them. Yeah, we never had that issue. Never. You know, and because we all knew, hey, you know, it's not cool to use other people's shit. You know, I'm definitely, I don't even want my own daughter using none of my stuff. Don't act like, you know, y'all don't judge me, shit. I just don't like it. I don't like it at all. You know, that's how people get pink eye. You know, she using my little liner stuff and, you know, I go to use it. Next thing you know, my eye crusted up and the other one falling out of my damn head and shit. No. No. I don't want you using my lipsticks. I don't want you using shit that belongs to Liz. Period. And that's just how I am. I've been like that all my life. All my life. My mom and daddy taught me when I was real young, don't be using other people's stuff. You'll get a disease. And I believe it. So I don't use nobody's shit and I don't want no one using my... Yeah, that's just the way it is. If you guys will leave your comments and advice below, it would be greatly appreciated. Honey, I'm sorry that you're going through this. Sometimes you got to put them motherfucking bitches in their place. You know, I'd hog tie that bitch and whip her ass. I damn sure would if I knew that I wasn't going to go to jail. But don't do that. Please don't do it. When I tell y'all to hit the bitch in the throat, I don't really mean it because y'all go to jail and then you be like, goddamn, Liz done had my ass set up to go to jail. I don't want y'all to go to jail. Make the bitch hit you first. And then just wail her ass out. Just tear it up. That's what I would do. You know. I'd have her swing at me. Then I'd block it. Right? And after I block it, I'd stomp a mud hole in her ass and walk it dry. I'd make her hit me first. Hopefully she wouldn't hit me so hard that it'd knock my black ass out. But if it did, when I got back up, I would wail on her. So, y'all listen to me. When I tell y'all to punch someone in the throat, I don't really mean to punch them in the throat. You could break their larynx and kill them. You could crush their larynx. Yeah. But I would have to at least threaten her. You know, and I'm sorry that I know your parents might be really great people and they're probably really laid back, but how laid back can you be when someone's stealing from your daughter, you know? And you're coming to your parents and you're saying this is what's happening. You really need your parents to step up and say, you know what, this is enough. Don't touch her stuff again, and if you do, you're going to have to move out. Maybe you let your mama see this video. Seriously. You know, we all blame stuff on everybody else. This girl's going to continue to do it because you are allowing her to do it. So, you know, you need to tell your mom, I really need you and dad to really step up and ask her to please stop using my stuff. I don't know, some parents have lost love for their children. I don't fucking know. You know, if you can't stand up to somebody in a situation when it's that small, your parents will never be able to stand up to her in a big situation. And it's a sad thing. I can promise you, Sean and Nikki, they glad to have a mama like me. I'm going to stand up for you with the little things and the big things. Because I'm going to always have your motherfucking back. Because y'all my babies. So I got to have their back. They do times that I don't like or I don't care for. But my love is unconditional. And I'm sorry about your mother shaking her head or nodding her head. I understand, but I'm not going to say anything. And, you know, you need to pop it back and say, yeah, Mom, you really need to say something. You need to tell her right now, today, in front of me, to stop coming in my room and taking my shit. Until you're out on your own, you're going to deal with this because she's only going to go as far as you let her go. And I feel sorry for your brother, too, because he's got a trifling ass bitch on his hands. All right, if you guys have any advice, please leave it below for. And my suggestion, bottom line, is to buy a padlock, and lock up your room. Put stuff in there. I know it's a headache, but suggestion, they have these plastic, I don't have any with me. They look like this, but they're made out of real plastic with like 4 holes in the bottom. And they're big. And they have a handle, plastic. It's like a caboodle box or whatever. And if they had a handle, but it doesn't. This one doesn't. But if it has a handle, you can take your shaving cream, your razor blade, your shampoo and conditioner, your body soap, your lube, if you're using it in the bedroom or in the bathroom. I don't know. Put your stuff in this little container, one of those caboodle things, and every time you go to the bathroom to take your shower, you just carry it with you. And you use it, you put it back in, you take it back to your room and put it up. People do this, you would not be the first one because they do it like if they live in the dorms or if they're off at college or stuff. A lot of people have these, have these little container things. Excuse me, and they put their stuff in it. And that's what, honestly, that's what I would do. I would buy one of those caboodle things and put my bath supplies in there. Shampoo, conditioner, everything that I use in the bathroom, and I would take it with me every time I go to the bathroom to take my shower. Just like you would take your robe into the shower, take your caboodle thing. That is something that you really should do. Okay? So there's a suggestion. You can lock your doors, lock your bedroom door every day when you go. That kind of secures your stuff in your room. Then as far as your razor and all that, put it all in that little caboodle thing and carry it to the bathroom when you go to take your shower every day. Until you can get out on your own, you just got to do what you got to do. All right? Well, I hope that was a little bit helpful for you. You know? I really think you need to punch the bitch in the throat. Punch her in the throat. Just chop her in her throat. I hate that. I hate trifling ass women. You know? Punch that bitch in her goddamn throat. I'm just like, I want to rip your head off and shit down your goddamn neck. How about that? Alright. Anyways, I hope the caboodle thing and the lock was helpful for you. And I hope you do it. Let me know. But please don't hit her in the throat. You know, I don't want you going to jail. But you really need to talk to your mom and your daddy and tell them they need to really parent up and stand up to this broad and tell her, you need to leave my daughter's shit alone or you're going to fucking have to pack up and leave. Any real parent would do that for their child. Any real parent. Again, the question that I asked to you guys who were raised in the 60s, 70s, and 80s, tell me what you think about that situation. How many times did you ask your parents if your boyfriend could move in with you? Deuces. Mine is never. Mine was never. My daddy was from Georgia. That motherfucker did not play. So, all right. Deuces, y'all. Have a good one. Bye.